my condolences and that of my family and the UD party for the loss of Rachel through these most heinous, most barbaric acts. And let me also take this opportunity to say that we are not living in normal times. We are living in extraordinary times. And I think it's incumbent upon all leaders to know that we are living in very, very delicate situation as a country. Anybody has got an opportunity to cause chaos, to incite. It's so cheap to organize a demonstration even of 50 people. It does not anybody. You don't even have to be a leader to do it. If you want to use your influence for negative reasons, it is so easy and so cheap to do that. But I just hope that leaders can realize the consequences and the weight of the influence they carry. I think it is sufficient to say that it is a democratic right of anybody to have a political opinion. Rachel's only thought was to have a tattoo of a leader of her choice. Surely, how can that be a crime? And I want to say this. Rachel is not going to be buried alone. In my county of Kiambu, 5 people died as a result of the demonstrations. 2 people died in Naivasha. Out of the 9 people who passed away during the demonstrations 2 days ago, they were all from my community. They were all for the first time, everybody who died, the IC is from the Kikuyu community. So Rachel just adds to that particular number. And this is a message I want to pass, especially to people from my community. We have sunk this law, where human life does not matter. I observe with a lot of concern and worry that even human rights bodies, even Kenya Human Rights Commission, Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, they have not spoken on this matter. Is Rachel's life less important than that of other Kenyans? Even other women rights issues, and I want to commend Senator Mutinda for coming out here, women members of parliament. I am appalled by the low capacity for anger among our women leaders on this matter. And I want to tell them that Rachel's life matters just like that of other women. The people who are talking about femicide, it is also femicide, even if it's politically motivated. And let me say this as I wind up. Let me say this with all honesty. I will defend the right of people in the opposition to be in the opposition. To my death, I will fight for their right to be in the opposition. But equally, they need to safeguard the right of those people who are supporting government. That's the kind of democracy that we fought for. Democracy is not democracy for the opposition. Democracy is democracy for the opposition and democracy for people who are supporting government. And if action is not taken, and taken swiftly, 2007 will be a picnic, as Kuria said. We are just 1 year short of an election. Do you people want, I heard some people who could not pass by Naivasha 2 days ago say that Naivasha is a Strait of Hormuz. Githurai is a Strait of Hormuz. Yeah. For example, if you are from Western Kenya and you think this is a problem for this particular region, if you cannot pass by Naivasha next year when we are going to see your loved ones, how would you feel? So let us not really parochialize and regionalize these issues. As a country, when injustice happens to one person, it needs to be a concern for all Kenyans. And I can see here that I can see with some leaders in this country, we are headed for very, very, very delicate times. And the danger is, today we are going to depend on government and police to defend ourselves. Tomorrow we'll defend ourselves and we'll do the needful. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. On just maybe a question, all of you have talked about the linking of the tattoos on the deceased to her murder. On what basis are you making that?
We are making it because of reckless statement which the people of the leader of so-called leader of the opposition, Rigathi Gachagua, has said, if you find people of 2 term, jeer them. If you find people of 2 term, don't, even the artists who are supporting 2 term, don't go for their events. But it is possible to actually create opportunistic attacks. Yeah. I'm not saying directly related, but anybody can now take advantage of such utterances which are not worthy of any so-called leader. Yeah.
And they should stop targeting women. They think we are weak targets. Yeah. Otherwise tutatoa nguo hizi town sasa kama hivyo ndio wanataka. Justice! Justice for Rachel.
Sheila, let me finish by saying this. Rachel plus 9 others of the Kikuyu community have died. Rigathi Gachagua, even if he becomes